I'm curious, what is y'all's go-to move when you're like out on the dance floor? What's for each of you?
Is that the,
oh yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Kind of like, mine's a little weird. I just do like, go like this and I like kind of point up in the air.
I like it.
Hey friends, it's your girl Emily Curl, and I'm not in my usual studio, but we still have a very special surprise for you today. We are hanging out with DNCE. Hi guys, what is up?
Hi, good to see you, Emily. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
We're great. We're so thrilled to have the song out now, and we're in a very celebratory mode because we're in New York. It's a beautiful weather, and we're hanging out with Emily, so it's great.
I love it. Well, it's so good to see you guys. And like you said, you're releasing music for the first time in 4 years. We're so happy to have you back. We missed you guys. How does it feel to be releasing music now, and why now?
Well, the last year, I was working on a film in Savannah, Georgia, and I was so inspired, and I felt like I had all these ideas. So I went back to LA for a brief moment, worked with Ryan Tedder, and we came up with the song Move. And the idea, the concept was what it would be like, pretty much where we are now, the world back open, and you can live your life to the fullest, get out there, party, whatever it may be, that idea. And I feel like this song kind of embodies that. And Jack and Jen and I, we've been obviously touring together. They play with the brothers as well. So we've been around each other quite a bit, and it was time for new music. We were ready to stop playing the same thing every night and do something creative together.
I also love Move. It's so fun. I mean, and I feel like it inspired me to bust a move. I'm curious, what is y'all's go-to move when you're like out on the dance floor? What's for each of you?
Is that the,
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Kind of like, mine's a little weird. I just do like, go like this and I like kind of point up in the air.
I like it.
Yeah.
I used to be able to do the splits. It doesn't really work as well for me. I need a good few hours of stretching, and maybe I can get going.
Yeah, that makes sense. But you mentioned working with Ryan Tedder, so cool. And you've worked with them in the past with the Jonas Brothers. I'm curious, did you get a chance to play? Have you guys all played Move for Kevin and Nick?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I think Nick's heard it, maybe.
They've heard it.
They probably heard
They've
it.
heard it.
Yeah, they've heard it.
What do they think?
I can't. They seem to be excited. It was a while ago. I mean, I've had this song for like over a year now, so it's been time. And so now that we're finally here and it's release day, I hope they'll hear it for themselves, and maybe they'll actually download it. Kevin, Nick.
We'll hold them to that. You guys also have a cool collab with Move and Peloton, which was featured in the commercial, which is so cool because I know you guys actually use Peloton, right? Yeah,
I have the Peloton bike and tread at my house, and I love it. And it's so addictive to like look at your week, and it's like, oh, you've done 3 days. Like last week you did 6, and you're like, oh man, I gotta keep it up. And I just think it's most hotels now have Pelotons there, so it makes it easy. But yeah, big fan, and to be able to collab with them on something was special.
Do you have a favorite instructor?
I have a few, but I have to probably go with Olivia Motto, who was the person that I did the interview with. She was a lot of fun, and she's from the Northeast like myself. So I still like take her classes. So it was pretty cool to meet her in person. I was kind of like, I don't get like excited about meeting many people, but like Peloton instructors and like chefs as far as it goes.
You guys also mentioned that you're playing shows live, which is so cool. I'm sure that's got to be great to not only release new music, but to be back on the stage. And you recently just played a show in Miami with Kygo. What was that experience like?
Kygo's the man. Like we get along with him well, and I feel like every time we go to Miami, we always see him for some reason.
Yeah, and that's home base for Kygo.
Yeah. So Move is out now again. It's such a fun song, so upbeat. Can we expect more music in this vein moving forward?
Absolutely. Some of the songs that are coming have a similar vibe to them. Some of which are a little bit more psychedelic randomly. So I'm eager for these new songs to get out there so we can play these live. But I feel like this body of work is really cohesive, and I think people are going to be excited to listen to them.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, so we have new music. We're playing some shows. What else can we look forward to from you guys this year? Any videos, other tour moments? Give us the full rundown.
Well, we were playing these Vegas shows with the brothers in June. That'll give us an opportunity to play some of these new songs live. But we've been talking about it. We were actually talking about it last night. We want to find a creative way to do something live. And we always try to like flip it on its head, and it's not a traditional venue. So maybe you'll be seeing us out in Austin, whatever you're doing down there.
Okay, before I let you go, one last question is, Joe, I have to ask you, I actually covered the Met Gala red carpet on Monday,
Oh, cool.
which was like
nice.
the craziest experience just being on the carpet. So we obviously saw the outside. What goes on inside? Is there anything that you can tell us? I was so curious all night.
You know, the food was fantastic. I gotta say, I had all of it, and then a pizza afterwards. But what happens inside, you see a lot of familiar faces, and it's such a beautiful experience, and a night celebrating fashion and culture and life. And did Lenny Kravitz perform? That was amazing. Yeah, that was one of the biggest highlights for me, to see him live. And hopefully next year I'll go again. Now maybe I'll see you there.
It's funny that you said Lenny Kravitz, because I actually saw him run up the Met Gala stairs. He literally ran. He didn't suffer any.
He probably was
like, gotta go.
probably gearing up to perform.
I love it. Now you guys, the last question, and then I promise I'll let you go, is you're in New York City, which that's where we call home. So we get excited when we see some of our favorite artists there. What's the one thing that you have to do on your bucket list when you go to New York City when you visit?
Well, we have a friend that owns a restaurant, Emilio's Gelato, and that's our go-to Italian restaurant here. We're actually talking about going there tonight to have a bit of a celebratory dinner for our release night. It's just kind of like this. We always say to ourselves, where do we want to go tonight? Like, should we switch it up? And I'm like, we always end up at Emilio's. It feels like a classic Italian family restaurant.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, enjoy tonight, and congratulations
Thank
on
you so
Move.
much.
And thank
Enjoy
you guys so much for
the
taking the time. So good to see you guys.
Appreciate it. Good to see you. Have a great day.
Thanks for hanging out with me and DNCE. Make sure you stream their new single, Move. It's out now. Listen to it on iHeartRadio, and we'll see you next time. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here. And don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. Bye guys.